going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, and welcome to another episode of What's This Game, where every week we highlight a new game, play it, and try to figure out what it's all about. This week, we are playing Battlefield Hardline, and we're playing the beta that's currently out right now, and it runs through the weekend. It's available on the majority of the platforms. It's available on Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and the PC. And this is a game that I have mixed feelings about because it's a game that I'm excited for because Visceral Games is doing it. I love what they did with Dead Space. I was very excited to see what they would bring to the first-person genre. But on the other hand, it's also Battlefield. And to me, before I got my hands on it, that's all it looked like. It just looked like another Battlefield game. And when it was going to come out last year, I was like, that's way too soon. Battlefield is not an annual franchise, and I don't want it to be. And I didn't get my hands on the first beta, so I don't have anything to compare it to from what they've done from then till now. But I have had some time to play this beta, so we're going to dive into some gameplay here so you guys can check out the game, see what it's all about. And we play 2 of the 3 game modes. We play Hotwire and Heist, so you'll be seeing some of that gameplay. And keep in mind, there's some really awesome clips that I got that's in the gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And while we're going to the gameplay, I'm going to give you guys an overview of the game and some of my first impressions of the game. Now, there are 3 game modes within the Battlefield Hardline Beta. There is Conquest, Hotwire, and Heist. And I really haven't played any Conquest because it's Conquest. There's nothing different about it. It is your typical Battlefield game type. However, I have spent most of my time playing the other game types, and those are what I really want to focus on. Now, first is Heist, and this is exactly what you think it would be. It is cops versus robbers, where the robbers have to go steal some money, the cops have to prevent them from doing so. Now, this game type is really just a variation of capture and defend, but it's so much fun. It's an absolute blast playing this game type, and this game type really shines when you're playing the objective, when you're really focusing on the objective, working with your team, whether or not you're even in a party. As long as you're all working towards that common goal, that's when this game type really shines. Now, one of the things that I love so much about this game type is just the little details that Visceral has put into this multiplayer. And they've even taken some good cues from the Payday games to really make it feel like a heist. For example, you actually have to drill your way into the vault, into the bank vault, before you can actually steal your objectives and try to make the extraction. Once you're in the vault, you can actually blow up one of the walls to make an alternate route, or you can even blow up the roof to make an alternate route to try to escape and get your money to the extraction point. And I really like those little details because, like I said, it really just adds to the feeling of cops versus robbers and that you're actually engaged in a heist. Now, I only have 2 concerns with this game type, and the first is that after you've made one of the 2 extractions, whether the cops or robbers, and there's only one left, it gets a little campy because it's basically the cops are defending that point, the robbers are trying to extract at that certain point, and it can get a little campy if you're not being strategic and really working with your teammates. So that can get a little annoying, but I think once we dive into the game a little bit and work on those strategies as players, it'll help it out. My other concern is that I don't want this one type of heist to be the only heist that we do within this game. In the beta, all you're doing is attacking a bank and stealing the money. And I hope, like they did in Payday, that you have other types of heist, whether it involves jewelry stores or, you know, drug shipments, anything like that. Just something different to spice up this game type and really keep it fresh. And most of all, add longevity to this game type. Now, the other game type is Hotwire. And this is a variation of Conquest, where instead of stationary flags that you're capturing cars. And these cars are always moving because the way you score points in this game type is by driving the car at a particular speed, and that speed, well, it's fast, so you've always got to be on the move. So all the objectives are constantly moving around the map, and it makes this game type crazy. And let me tell you guys, it's crazy fun. One of the things that I really like about this game type is that it's fast paced. I feel like you're always moving around, you're always going towards those objectives because they're always on the move, and the levels are just big enough to where cars can maneuver within the map freely, but not too big to where if you're on foot, you're not going to be able to get towards a car or really get into the action. Now, one of the other things that I love about this game type is just a little touch that Visceral put in to the cars, because when you're a passenger, you can actually stick your head out the window and shoot other cars, shoot other players, and use explosives to try to stop the other team from capturing cars. And I just think that's really cool. It's fun to do, and it can make for some pretty fun moments. With that said, I do have a couple of concerns. And the first is that I feel like this game type is very explosive heavy because you're always trying to blow up the cars when other enemies are in there. And if you don't have explosives equipped, well, you're not going to be able to do much damage because using your gun just on the vehicles, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Now, one of the ways they use to counter that is that there are rocket launchers, or power weapons as I like to call them, that spawn on the map that you can fight the other team for. So that's a nice countermeasure to that, but I really feel like they should have some other way to take out the vehicles. Maybe being able to like shoot out the tires. I think that would kind of be cool and add a new element and strategy to this particular game type. My other concern is the fact that they have choppers within this game type. And the choppers are typical Battlefield. They're exactly what you know and love or hate about the choppers. But it just feels out of place. It doesn't feel very cops and robbers with these military-style choppers roaming around. Yeah, they're great for taking out vehicles, and they can be fun to fly around in, but they don't seem to fit within this game. Now, one of the other unique features about Battlefield Hardline is their currency system. There is a currency system that basically is your XP system. So anytime you steal an objective, get a kill, you earn money, and that money is used to purchase new weapons, purchase attachments for those weapons, and purchase anything you can equip on your character. And I like this feature. However, one of the things that I don't like about it is that when you do buy a new weapon, you have to unlock the attachments before you can even purchase them. And I kind of feel like that's a little much. I feel like it should either be you have to unlock the attachments or you can purchase the attachments. Not both, because to me, it feels like it bogs it down a little bit and makes it even more difficult. Overall, I've been having a blast with Battlefield Hardline, and that's a shocker to me because I didn't have high expectations for this game. It seemed just like another Battlefield clone. But I think one of the things that makes this game so great and so enjoyable is the fact that this game doesn't take itself too seriously. Unlike Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, where it's very dark undertones, it's all about war, it's very real. Battlefield Hardline isn't that. It's okay to kind of be funny or kind of be quirky or try new things. And I think that's what makes this game so great. It really reminds me of what Battlefield has done with Bad Company and Bad Company 2. And if you played those games, you know those games have great comedy, good characters, and the multiplayer was just different enough that you could tell. And there you guys have it for this episode of What's This Game, covering Battlefield Hardline. Go do yourself a favor and download the beta. Like I said, it's running through the weekend for Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and the PC. Try it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, as I hope you did, let me know with a thumbs up. And if you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, because every week we're highlighting a new game in What's This Game. Until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget about Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and hit that button down below.